So I'm going to be tying my style, my version of the Frenchie. I'm going to be tying it on a size 12 jig hook. You can do these on jig hook size, 10 to 16. You can do them on regular, nymph hooks, whatever you prefer. I use so this is a number 12 jig hook. I'm using an 1/8 inch slotted tungsten bead copper. Again, you can change that up whatever color you'd like. Using UTC 70 thread, some extra small copper wire, brown pheasant tail, and you can either use pink ice stub, or I like using orange ice stub, both real good colors. This fly works really good on a Deerfield River. It's an attractor nymph. Works really well, faster water. Just a great attractor fly for the Deerfield River, I think. So I'm just going to start by putting the bead on the hook here. Get it secured in my vise. Now, I don't use weight on this. You can weight it with lead-free wire to give it more weight, but I like making it with a pretty slender body. The slender body tends to sink real fast as well. So I'm just going to get my thread started here, right behind the bead. So since I'm not using any lead-free wire, I like to just make a little thread dam right behind that bead to kind of secure it in place so it doesn't move back. And I continue and lay down a base to, this is a barbless hook, so I would go back to normally where a barb would be, and then bring it back forward to the halfway point. And then for a tail, I like to use these CDL fibers. Pull off probably about half dozen maybe. Just strip them right off, kind of straighten up the tips. I like to go about the length of the hook shank, maybe a little bit shorter. So maybe if I measure it the length, by the time I put it on there, it's going to be just a little bit shorter than the hook shank. And I secure that in by wrapping down to where I stop the thread, and then back up to secure it all down. A little piece of, this is extra small copper wire that I'm going to tie in. Just get that secured at the beginning, wrap it back down. All the way to my stopping point, then I leave the thread there. And I come and grab my, again, probably 6 to 8 pheasant tail fibers. Cut them right off, spin it around so I can line up the tips. I just cut them off a little bit to straighten them up. Tie those in. Try and make a smooth, as smooth the body as possible. Bring your thread right up behind the bead. Do a little half hitch here. like using plunger style hackle pliers to hold the pheasant tail. Just makes it a little bit easier to handle. And I just wrap this forward. And secure that off. Usually do 3 or 4 wraps right in the back to secure it down. And then I do a couple in front just to make sure that nothing's going to come undone. Snip it off real close. Another half hitch. And I wrap my wire forward to secure that pheasant tail fibers.
Well, you can tell, once it. Well, I did something and it had a tacky. They're all tacky. I said, boy, that doesn't seem right. But well, what some people do is they'll take.
And on this, I do a couple of wraps. I actually wrap the wire around the thread a couple times, just help secure it. Do a couple more wraps, a couple in front. I just helicopter that excess wire off. And then I put the ice stub collar on it. Now you just need a little bit of this stuff. A little goes a long way. It's probably just a little too much there. Enough for maybe a couple wraps. That's it, and I just finish it off with a couple whip finishes. Cut the thread off, and you can put a hotspot collar on this. You can do a hot pink, fluorescent pink hotspot at the front, right behind the bead, if you'd like. But I like this style here, and that's my style, my version of the Frenchie.